Dory. I'm trying to get my apron on here. I'm going to be doing some crafting today that's seasonal. So let me change this one a little bit. Putting on my apron. I'm a messy crafter. If you're joining me, say hey. Love to hear from everybody. Tell me where you're. Sorry for the ride. Okay. I think that's good. All right. Hello. Sorry. So today I am crooked and coming to you live. I'm on Facebook. If you want to find my VIP group on Facebook, you can go to Prairie Scraps Chalkin with an apostrophe at the end, I-N. And just say hey when you hop on. I'd like to see everybody and see where you're coming from. We are doing some crafting. I had an idea or kind of have been watching some videos and saw an interchangeable sign idea. So I thought it was really kind of a lot of fun. So I thought I'd start with that and just go from there. So we'll see what happens. So like I said, my name is Dory. You can find me on Facebook on Prairie Scraps Chalkin. You can find me on YouTube, just plain Prairie Scraps, and I do all kinds of DIYs for crafting. Sometimes I do family videos, especially over on YouTube, so my family can see from far away. And today we're going to be, a while back I did a live with this, Fall is in the Air. So this is what I made, and I've been pondering and trying to decide what to do on the back. Because it is two-sided, I wanted to do both sides. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the back. Since I've got fall on the front, I'm going to put Christmas on the back. And then I'm also going to make a decorative tag to go with both sides. So this is a little tag that I got here you can see a little bit better maybe, at Hobby Lobby. So I got it, I think like in a 10 or 12 pack, and it was like, I don't know, 40 or 50% off. It's been a while since I've been to Hobby Lobby. But anyway, I'm going to chalk a little Christmas on one side, a little fall on the other so that you can see how easy it is. And I'm actually going to start with that, and then we'll do the back side of the sign once one side of this starts to dry. So, I have a transfer. I was trying to remember what the transfer is named. I think it says, I love you more than pumpkin. It's got a little tiny pumpkin. I've used that on the past on a tag. I guess I did that for my fall. Hello, pumpkin. Hello. If you look on my VIP group, you can see a picture of that. What did I lose? Okay. And then, I've got so much crafting stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do next week or 2 weeks from now when we start doing piano lessons in here, because this is my piano studio and I've been using it. I've been off of piano lessons because I've been laid up, and now I've been using this piano studio for my crafting. So I'm going to have to figure something out. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, and my crafting kind of just explodes. If you are a messy crafter, would you put messy down below? I would love to have you know if am I the only one that's a messy crafter? Anyway, that's me. If you're watching on the replay, put hashtag replay, and please help me out by sprinkling, liking, commenting below, and that gets me higher up in whatever. So the one that I'm going to be using for this tag today to make the fall is this gourd on Oh My Gourd. These are a silk transfer. It's reusable, and so the great thing is you can borrow words and everything. In fact, I saw a really great one. I'm going to put it up in my VIP group for you to see, but I saw a great one. Hi, Terry, or Bob, I guess. Thank you for joining me, and I am so excited to have you here. But anyway, you can use any of the words or any of the parts you want on anything. You can put whatever, you can paint, put chalk paste on just about anything, any hard surface. And then if you have the inks, you can put it on any fabrics as well. So anyway, I borrowed the pumpkin from that other one. It said, I think I love you more than, I think it says, I love you more than pumpkin anything. I think that's what it says. It's got a little pumpkin on the bottom, and I've used that on a tag before. But I'm going to try to fit this gourd because I think that gourd is pretty cute onto my little black tag that I have from Hobby Lobby. So I wish we had a Hobby Lobby really nice and close. I have used this transfer. This is a silk transfer, and if you can see there's silk in those blank spots. This is unlike any sort of stencils or anything you use on your Cricut. There's no picking or anything. They come like this. They're reusable, and you can use it over and over and over. But I've used this several times, or a couple of times at least, already, so I don't have to fuzz this. And I'm just going to fit this gourd on here. And it's sticky on the back, so you can just put it on there. Oh, I wish I could tell where. Oh, there. That works better. So I'm just putting that gourd. I'm only going to do the gourd on this so that I can have just the gourd for the pumpkin part. So you see, you can kind of see through, so that's how I decided where to place it. When you put it down, you want to get all of the bumps out and everything so that it doesn't smear or anything. And I think I'm going to use for the stem, although I use the light greens, maybe I should use, this is the other transfer we're going to be using. I think I'm going to use the sage. This was the color that I used on this sign because I want these to match. So I'm going to use the sage for the stem on this one. This is a really pretty color green. It is getting kind of dry though. So I'm going to just mix this up a little. You want it to be kind of yogurt consistency. We have this new creamy, dreamy. Ooh, that got really dry on top. I must have had it open or something. I don't know. They are water-based, so you can add water if they get a little bit not worked up, get a little dry on top or whatever. And I've had them even dry out completely because during COVID, I was too busy. We had a baby for about 11 months here, so that was enough to keep me busy. I didn't have any time for crafting for about 10 or 11 months it took me. Anyway, and I'd happily do it again if I had to, but the nice thing about having older kids right now is that we get to do crafting with the kids, although I'm pretty alone. Bethany usually joins me for lives. She likes to do the lives. I don't know why, but that's fine. Gives us something to do together. And she'll like set everything up. It started out, she was my helper when I was laid up. She would get everything kind of set up for me, and then she'd be my hands, actually my feet when I couldn't get around. So she was a big helper when I had my surgery 7 weeks ago. I thought it was more like, I thought my surgery was closer to 2 months, but I realized we were talking about yesterday at physical therapy that's only been 7 weeks. So, and 2 years ago today, I actually had my accident and had an ambulance ride with a chainsaw. So it's been an eventful 2 years. I'm thankful I can walk. This one's going much easier, much better. Okay, so I'm just going to use one of our squeegees. This is one that I've cut in half. Oh, yes, Terry, yes. I will give you a link if you're interested after this is done. I do have all of the supplies and website that you can purchase from. And then I also have a VIP group. It's Prairie Scraps Chalkin'. I can't talk. And all right, so that's the squeegee. I just use that to do just the section where the leaf is. And I'm just going to peel it back so it doesn't get stuck in there. And then I'm going to put it back down so I can finish up the gourd. So all you do is you stick it down, peel it back a little bit, and I'll peel a little bit slow here so you can see the gourd stem is on there. See that? It's very detailed. And then you can also check out my website. It's www.chalkcouture.com / and my name, Dori, D-O-R-I, and that's it. So I will get you a link after this, and I would love to have you check it out. So there's a couple of ways that you can get involved actually with Chalk Couture. I'm using Chalk Couture reusable silk transfers for this. And the ways that you can get, I'm trying to decide. Oh, I did the papaya on this. So papaya is very pretty. And I did use the yellow, so I think I'll just kind of stick with my color scheme. I'm going to use our little mini scraper. These come for us in a pack of 12. I think you can buy them that way too, and it's just kind of a nice way to go. So I'm going to do this kind of and mix it together. I'm going to put down just the top. If you could spread butter on toast, you can do this. You don't even have to have like any painting skills whatsoever, which is amazing. I love this. So easy, so fast. You can do, it's DIY, home decor, and more, just tons of other things. I'm going to use the bumblebee to do the bottom part of the gourd. And then I'm going to smear them together with my fingers. So another one of those minis I'm going to use on there. Ooh, my bumblebee is a little more fluid than my, wasn't expecting that. So I'm just going to scrape it off and then get them as close as possible without going over. And then you use very little. So these things last forever, these containers. But the cool thing is that you can actually purchase these. I got my finger a little bit wet to smear these because I know that my papaya has gotten a little bit dry. So I want it to spread together. I'm just kind of going to do an ombre effect by mixing the middle section together here, right on the screen. And the great thing is there's lots of detail in these. And so I will pull these off and you can see, hopefully, if I can get a hold of this, how beautiful is that? Isn't that gourd? Just gorgeous. I love it. All right, so that is the gourd I'm going to use along with this fall part of it. And I think I can get my chalks all closed up. I'm just setting that back in the backer and I'll just throw it in the sink as soon as I'm done with this live and wash it in the sink. It just takes water to wash it. So, and then we do have these little board erasers. They're kind of like a eraser. So you can buy anything you like, and including we have some kits, like kind of starter kits for around $20. Has everything to make one piece of decor plus more, really. So I'm going to set that aside, let that dry up a little. And so that's the little tag that's going to go with this. Isn't that cute? So cute. All right, so I'm going to set that aside, and then we're going to do the other side of this. I'm going to get rid of this color sage and make the other side Christmas so that I can flip the sign and flip everything with it. Hey, Diana. Hey, Tracy. Good. Thanks for joining us. Say hey. Say where you're watching from. Love to hear your comments. So glad you joined us. Okay, so this is our shapes, rectangle shape. I think it's 9 inches wide by 4 inches. It's not too bad. I already in another live did fall is in the air, and so I'm going to do the other side of it with a Christmas one. And Chocolate, like I said, you can purchase from my website directly, www.chocolatour.com/Dori, D-O-R-I, and I'll put a link down below, or put down that you want a link. Just put link, and I'll come back and I'll message that to you. So this is we have 5 different size transfers. This is the C transfer. So A is the smallest all the way up, A, B, C, D, E. All right, so you can get 5 different sizes. And the cool thing about this was this is made to go directly on the back side of this rectangle shape. So, and this one's called the Holiday Sayings. And I also had done this one with another one that was the Fall Sayings. So, and I have another one that's general. And the reason I got that one is because I really like the bottom saying that says, Alexa, do the laundry. So someday I'll be putting that on the back of one of these too. So, but for now we're doing Christmas and fall together on the same sign. And so purchasing directly, you can also join my club. I have a monthly club where you can get craft projects in the mail. How fun is it to get fun mail? You get a B-size transfer every month, plus you get 3 singles packets to go with it that are coordinating, and they're exclusive transfers, so they're lots of fun. And so that's kind of a fun thing to do, is to do the club. And so if you want that, go ahead and put club down below and I'll get you a link to that. When you first sign up, it's $19.99 a month, and that includes your shipping on it, which is really amazing. Okay, so a lot of times I've been trying to leave my transfers together. You can cut them apart with the backing if you want, but on this one I'm going to go ahead and cut them apart, because then it fits into my folder that I keep all my used transfers in. Okay, so there's 4 different sayings. One says rejoice, one says peace and joy, one says believe, and one says good tidings. So I think I'm going to do peace and joy on this one. And then when they first come, you can see this line, that's the cut mark. And so that's where I'm going to cut right now, just to get these transfers apart. And this is the hardest part for me. I struggle with this. I'm not very good. If you can get in that line and stay in that line, it usually does kind of cut along, but I'm a terrible cutter. I can't do straight line. That's why I have cutters. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is actually, oops, I got garbage, I got things falling on me. I'm going to fuzz this off first, because the transfers are pretty sticky when you first get them. So the first time you use it, you want to kind of put fuzz on it. You can use a towel, you can use this fuzzing cloth that we have. I'm going to do this really quick a couple of times so that it kind of gets so that it won't stick too hard to my surface. If I was going to do this on a t-shirt or something, then I wouldn't have to fuzz it off. You want it to stick really nice. These are reusable. The company says you can reuse them at least 8 times, I think is what they say, that they will stand behind. And if you take care of them and wash them in just plain water, I actually will get them to go a lot more than that. I have some, like the one I used last night to make that rolling pin right there, the one that says sweet. That sweet I've had for like 3 years, and I've probably used it at least 20 to 30 times. Okay, so I'm sticking this transfer on here. I'm just making sure that all of the bumps and everything are out of it. I don't want it to be leaking. And I think I'm going to be kind of simple on this. I think I'm just going to use my Crimson Shimmer. It's got little glitter in it. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. It's kind of different. And then I'm also going to use this Spruce Shimmer. I love this. It is so nice. It is, and it's got that shimmer in it as well. So I think we're going to use both of those on there. But I'm going to use, just an FYI, the reds have a pigment in it that makes it stay. So when you use the red, even though these come off of the boards, and our boards in particular are pretty much made so that you can wipe it off and change it out, I would say don't plan on it with the red, any of the reds or oranges, because they do have kind of a pigment in them that sticks. Kind of like everything else. Like if you get red nail polish on something, you might get it off. So this is our Crimson Shimmer, which makes for a really nice color. And I have found that with the shimmers, you do want to mix them up because they do kind of separate. All right, so I was telling you 3 ways. I'm coming back to that full circle. Just keep talking. Full circle, you can purchase right from my website. You can also join my club, which is also on my website, the Couture Club. And like I said, if you join it, it's $19.99 a month, and you get a bead transfer and 3 singles to use. And then you do sign up for at least 3 months. But I think it's so much fun, and you have there's lots of supplies to do all kinds of projects with that. So, and then the third way that you can join is you can join as a designer, and that costs $99, and right now you get a couple of extra transfers, plus you have an opportunity to earn that $99 back. So let me know if that's something you want to do. You can join my team, and the great thing about this company has been that boy, everybody is so friendly and helpful. It doesn't feel like everybody is in competition all the time. And that's the one thing I've been in other companies where everybody is like cutthroat. So anyway, I'm just spreading this on here onto the silk transfer, and I'm gonna pull it because I want to put that and sign in with the shimmer spruce. And I'm gonna pull slowly to make sure that it came out pretty good. So here is the joy. Can you see that? Isn't that pretty? It's so detailed. So detailed. Isn't that cool? So easy to make. And then I'm going to do, try not to get that smeared too much. Pull off the piece side of this, the other side, so it doesn't dry into that silk transfer. Sometimes if it dries too much, it will stick to the transfer, and then when you pull it up, it'll pull up what you put down. Okay, so all I've got left is this and with the leaves, and I'm doing kind of a boring thing today, I guess, as far as I'm not doing all kinds of fancy things. I'm just trying to make this an easy project so I have a fall and winter decor. So if you join my team, you get like over $400 worth of product for just $99, and you can earn that back. You get a couple extra transfers this month. If you join my team, you could do that on my website. You can even check it out and, you know, learn more about that. But you don't have to like sell anything. You don't have to try to tell people about it if you don't want to. You can totally be a hobbyist and get all of your product at 40% off. That is the deal. You can get your craft project stuff for 40% off just for $99 and joining my team. So let me know below if you are interested in a link for buying. Put, if you need a link, put link. If you would like to join my club, put club, and I'll get you the information about that. You're not obligated in any way, shape, or form. And then if you are interested in becoming on my team, you can just put team down there, and I will be happy to answer any of your questions. So if you have any questions, let me know right now too, or comments or whatever. I'm just putting this spruce shimmer, and with those shimmers, because there's glitter in the chalk paste, you do want to kind of push in a little bit more than you normally would. Okay, and then I'm just wiping the rest of that off of the squeegee, and I'm going to pull this up very nice and slow so that you can see it. I guess I'll turn this around so you can actually see it. Cute. All right, so like I said, that was kind of nice and easy. Super easy. Wasn't that? So quick and easy. All right, I'm just going to set that aside, and I will wash that in the sink later and put it back on the backer. So we have this sign done. Remember, on one side, on a different one, I did this ombre effect. Fall is in the air, and then on the back side is going to be peace and joy with a little holly leaves. So now I'm going to set this aside and let it dry up a little, and remember that tag? I'm making a coordinating tag to go with it. So this will be for the fall side. And actually, I could take this off and quit fighting with it so much, I guess. And I'm going to turn it over. I think this is pretty dry. Unless you scratch on it, it should stay. If any of your projects you want to seal it, you could put a clear coat. Like I use a Rust-Oleum spray paint that's clear, and I just clear coat it so it'll be permanent. But a lot of things inside, I don't really have to. All right, so this is a new transfer. This is a B-size transfer. So this is what you get in the mail. This has actually 12 different minis on it. These are great. You can put them on a pocket on a shirt. You could put it on a hat. You could put it, I've made the little cutting boards with it on to kind of make a French country. This one's called the Christmas minis, but there's other ones. There's summer ones. There's French. There's a French country one. There's outdoor one that's kind of fun. So anyway, I love these little things. They're kind of fun to use, and they work great on these little tags. So peace and joy I have. So let's see. What do we want to put on with it? Do we want to put Noel? Maybe I'm going to do this little candy right there. I think that's what I'll do. I like the Noel. Joy to the... I think it's too many words, so I'm kind of looking... Yeah, I think I'm going to do the candy. And this one I'm going to cut out. The minis I usually have cut out. They're just nice and easy to use. I cut out the backing as well. And what I'll do on this one, because I won't know which is the backing, I'm going to go ahead and put some Sharpie on the back so I don't mix it up, because you want to put it back on the shiny side. And this one is candy. Oops, I can't spell candy. So I just put that with Sharpie on the back side. All right, and we're going to start out by fuzzing this one really good. And like I said, you could fuzz this on your shirt. You can fuzz it on a towel. Doesn't really matter. You're just trying to get off some of the stickiness, because sometimes these things can really stick. And you don't want to pull your surface off or get the transfer. Sometimes you pull and it's not been fuzzed enough that a little bit of the green of the transfer will come off, and then it doesn't work as well. All right, so I don't know what's on here. It looks dusty. We're going to go ahead and put this on here. All right. This one might be a little more complicated to do. Oh, the pressure. Oh, the pressure, right? Okay. Oh, I think I'm going to use one of our tools for spreading it on here to make the little fine tool. Okay, so I'm going to start with the crimson, and I think this one, the round one, kind of looks like candy, and I'm going to try to work a little faster with this one just to get it off. And then these little hearts look really good with the red on it. I think the crimson shimmer. I just want to say red, but it is a crimson color. And then I think I'll do this long one in the crimson. Just get a little bit more on there. I'm just scraping it on there and then making it nice and even, trying to push it into the screen really good. These are a little, because they're little areas, it can be a little more tedious to get it on, but I'm just scraping off any excess, and I'll put that right back into the jar. So this red will definitely stain the transfer. It's fine as long as you get it out of that screen part. Okay, I think I'm just going to wipe this off. This is working out really nice, this little tool, so I'm going to go ahead and use it in that spruce as well. And anything that I didn't use, I suppose I should have used white on here a little bit, but I love these shimmers. These shimmers, once they get dry, they have just a little bit of, little bit of glitter in it. I'm not a glitter person, only because I don't like to use it. I don't like that it gets all over. I'm kind of a neat Nick. It drives me crazy when it gets into everything. And I'm putting back here. But this is so much fun. You could do this literally in just a few minutes. If you have a stressful day at work, after work, it's a stress reliever. Anybody can do it. You don't really have to have super artistic abilities for this, but if you do, the sky is the limit, really. Okay, so there we go. I just put it all in the different areas so that you can see that, and then I'm just going to peel it off. And wow, does that look amazing? I love it. So exciting. That is the best part of the whole thing. Isn't that cute? You might be able to see that little bit of shimmer in there. It is so cute, isn't it? So much fun. Hey, Raina. Good to see you. So I'm just going to put that back on the backing, and I'll wash that as soon as we get done here so that I can take care of that transfer. Okay, so that is that project. We've got everything painted now. I'm going to set all of these aside so that I can wash them in the sink when we get done here. And I'm going to shut everything up so they don't get all dried up. Thank you. Yes, it is so cute and so easy. I was just saying that just about anybody, this is what I made to go with it. And I'm not, ooh, it's still kind of wet, so I don't want to pull that off. I'm going to do a little bit of drying, so I apologize. So today I finally got my kids registered for band and choir. Sometimes think it's a little more work the necessary, because band and choir are like extracurricular for us. I homeschool my kids, so it's not like my top priority. I just want to get this dry so I can do some decorations on this. So anyway, everything's online, but you still have to go in to get the schedule, of course, and to pay. So it's tons of money to pay. And that drives me crazy too. I don't want to pay the school district. I know most of it was for sports. So there's that. We're just making a cute little Christmas and fall reversible sign. Got this little tag. I put a gourd on one side, and then I've got the little candies, Christmas candies on the other side. Now I'm looking at it, I kind of wish I had done, that's pretty good. I just don't want to smear this and wreck the whole thing, right? All right, so if you make little smudges, even if you mess it up, it's all fixable. It's water-based, so all you have to do, you can take a little Q-tip with water, a little DNA on it, and push it in if you want. And then I also have, like, sometimes you can just even scrape it off. So it's really easy to fix if something goes haywire. But that's not happening. Hopefully that's not happening today. If you watched my live last night, you saw that I actually erased the entire thing and started all over because I totally messed it up. So if you like to watch people mess up craft projects, that's me. Watch my videos. Watch my lives. So this is what I want to do. I want to make this so that when I tie it on here, it'll be on this side, on part of it, and then it can flip over to the other side and be on this. Does that make sense? I think that'll work. Or do I want it on this side? Maybe this side, and then put it over here, because I think I've got more room. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take some jute twine and I'm going to figure it out. We're kind of making this up tonight, so hopefully you're game for making it up. Now I dried this wrong side of this. So I'll dry this a little bit more, but yeah, this is so much fun. I love to craft, and I think, I don't know, do you love to craft? I love to hear. Hey Adam, good to see you. I don't know if that's Adam or Tracy. Say hey, who's watching? Do the live craft here. The great thing is you don't have to be really good at crafting. This just is a lot of fun to do. All right, so I'm going to try to get this twine around the end without knocking everything off and tying up everything else. And I'm just going to put it 3 times around here. And then we'll see. I want to put the tag on there. Yep, that'll work. Okay. I'll leave myself a little extra. Twine is cheap. You can get it even at the dollar store, which is amazing. And then this is going to go on here. Try to fish it through. Twine is sometimes hard to get through the loop because it likes to unravel, right? So I'm going to put it on there. And there. So it'll go on this side. But I want this down here. Let's see. I might have this one way more than another here. I want to put a little bow on there. I have a very long end. Okay. I'm just going to trim that so that it's similar. Okay. I think we have it. All right. So you can see I've got my little sign. And the good question is there's a little stand, a little wooden stand that you can get. And I'll figure out where I put that. I have no idea. I have a little stand for it. But basically, so you have this little thing right here, and probably to display it. So you'd put it on a little counter. And then to show the fall side, all you have to do is flip. Oh, did I not? Oh, wait. Flip that over so that the fall shows. You have to be smarter than the tag, for real. There. And you can see the little gourd. Fall is in the air. Isn't that the cutest? I thought it was such a fun little sign, so easy to do. You have the reversible side again. It does take a little finagling, but it works. Peace and joy. Isn't that the cutest? Anyway, I will take a picture of both sides so you can kind of see it up close. You can see it on my website or check me out and comment. What do you think about this little project? This is so easy. Thanks, Raina. Yes, it's good to see you on too and to hear from you. I'm glad you're doing okay. Hopefully you are doing okay. So anyway, doing a little art project Christmas. And then of course the fall side, you saw the cute little gourd on that one. Woo! I'm losing my string, my twine. There we go. It takes talent to switch it, but it's a cute idea, isn't it? Cute? All right, so thanks for joining me. Go ahead and comment and like this and share this, sprinkle it out there for me so that I can get more people watching. So that's my craft project. We'll see you later. Have a great night.